How much is this dick? Teacher, why do we have sex first? Here's how to avoid embarrassing English mistakes. This is especially important in a professional setting and if you want to fit in at work. Warning, if you are easily offended, you might not want to watch this video. But if you don't want to feel scared or embarrassed when you speak, and you don't want others to make fun of you for embarrassing mispronunciations, especially at work, continue watching. There are many vowels in English, 22 in fact, so it's important to pronounce them correctly. If you don't, the meaning of what you're saying may change completely, and you may be saying something embarrassing, as the following real-life stories show. One of our trainers told me a story about a Korean student. He asked him on Monday morning, "What did you do on the weekend?" The student's answer was surprising. "I went to the shopping center and got horny." The trainer was shocked. Why did the student tell him he had a sudden sexual desire in the shopping center? It took him a few moments to realize the word was honey, not horny. Make sure you make a clear difference between the and the or vowel. Have a listen to the difference. Honey, honey. Horny, horny. For American English, you would say honey, honey, and horny, horny. Great. Okay, here is another story that illustrates the importance of accurate pronunciation of vowel sounds. A Japanese student told us a strange story about something that happened to him. The story he told us was so strange that the trainer asked the student, "Really? Did that really happen?" "Yes," he said, determined. "It's fucked." Yes, it was loud and clear. The teacher was surprised and didn't understand his reaction. Was the student angry because he didn't believe the story? Not knowing what to say, the teacher said, "Pardon?" The student repeated his answer clearly. After a few seconds of silence, the teacher suddenly realized that he meant, "It's a fact." He had a problem with the "a" sound and had forgotten the article sound "a." So make sure you make a clear difference between "a," lips relaxed and bottom jaw is dropped a lot, "a," and "a," mouth is open a bit and lips are spread into a smile position. "A." There are many words with this difference. Let's practice some together. But, bat. Butter, batter. Cut, cat. Much, match. Hut, hat. Uncle, ankle. Also, note the difference between the past tense of verbs with the "a" and "a", such as began, begun, drank, drunk, sang, sung.
Just a quick one. Bit shocking. 6.5 million views. That's the number of views on our most watched video. And yet 96% of you who are watching this video right now have not subscribed to our channel. That's shocking. If you've ever enjoyed any of our videos, you can really help this channel and help us to make even better videos for you by clicking the subscribe button. My promise to you in return for subscribing to our channel is that we'll read every single one of your comments and make better and better videos on the words and topics you request.
An even greater surprise was what happened at a women's college In the United Arab Emirates, when a class was ready to play a language board game, imagine a class full of Muslim women in long black dresses and black scarves covering their hair. The students were organized in groups around tables with the boards and dice. One student looked at the male teacher straight in the eyes and said, "Teacher, why do we have sex first?" Taken completely by surprise, the teacher didn't know what to say and just stood there. What on earth does she mean? It took a few seconds before the teacher realized it was a common pronunciation problem with /e and /i. She meant to say, "Do we have 6 first?" Or "Do we have to throw a 6 first?" It's a common problem because the /e and /i vowels are close in sound and mouth movement. Let's practice some words together. Lesson, listen, bell, bill, letter, litter, fill, fell, disc, desk, better, bitter, set, sit. And actually, I didn't say the it and et vowels in the same order for all of those sets of words. So you can rewind the video and quiz yourself on which sets of words I use the e vowel first and on which sets of words I use the I vowel first. That's an extra challenge for you. All right, we have detailed audio and video training on exactly how to make the e and I vowels in our online accent reduction courses. Good pronunciation becomes even more important when you have to speak in public or on TV. During the Taiwanese elections in 2004, a Taiwanese political commentator was interviewed by the BBC and stated, before the whole world, "The erection will certainly enhance Taiwan's reputation in the region." Please look up the word erection if you don't know the meaning. It was clear as a bell. Pronouncing the difference between L and R is a common problem for speakers from East and Southeast Asia because these languages have a sound that is in between the English L and R. In English, the two sounds are very different. L is produced with the tip of the tongue up in the middle of the bony ridge, behind the front top teeth. The R is produced by lifting the tongue up towards the roof of your mouth, a little behind the bony ridge. So the R is a little bit further back in the mouth. Make sure you don't flap your tongue when making the R sound. Often people have difficulty with the ST or SK consonant blends or clusters. For example, in words like ask, basket, sky, stop, sister, they initially will just say the words without the S. So baby sister may come out as baby sitter. Once I heard a story about a Thai student who had been in an academic English class for 3 months and had successfully passed the university entrance exam and entered university. She came to her teacher one day quite distraught and said, "My pronunciation is still terrible." What had happened? She went to the university bookshop to buy something and saw a CD-ROM that she wanted. However, the CD-ROM didn't have a price on it, so she went over to the shop manager, an Australian man, and asked without thinking, "How much is this dick?" She realized straight away, of course, what she had said and felt terribly embarrassed. She knew how to say disc with the S in it. It had just come out the wrong way. So don't worry if that happens to you sometimes. Sounds may come out the wrong way, but that's a normal part of the learning process, as you can see from the above stories. It takes time and practice to permanently improve your pronunciation, so be patient with yourself. Okay, I hope these stories have been helpful to you and provided some really good practice words. You can go over the video again and again to practice all of your new pronunciation. Bye from Speak More Clearly.